Welcome to Jersey Line, our holiday Merry Christmas edition. There's a big storm coming, so we're doing this in our other studio. Let's get right to it. You got a lot of football this week. You got Thursday night, you got Saturday, you got Sunday, you got Monday. Last week I went 8-8, but I did well on the FanDuel. I went like 5-6 on the FanDuel, but 8-8 overall. Lost on that Cleveland-Baltimore game on the 2-point conversion. Oh, killer. It was going to be a push. But then they tried to do the Tennessee Miracle, the Music City Miracle. That didn't work out. It was a miracle. You know what? On my picks, I had Baltimore, but then the spot went up to 3. So on FanDuel, I said, I can probably win 2 ways here. And that didn't work. Should just stay with my original. But I took the home underdog. But on the picks that I did, as we did on the show, I had Baltimore. So I went 8-8, but that was my one loss on the FanDuel. Let's get to it. You got Thursday night. We got the Chargers at Raiders. Big interdivisional rivalry. It is Raider week for the Chargers. I'm going to go. The Raiders have been, they're lucky they beat the Jets. Greg Williams got fired because of that call. They're lucky they beat the Jets, but I think they're going to stand tough against the Chargers. The Chargers always manage to lose it at the end this year. I'm going to take the Raiders, and I'm getting 3.5. I don't have a table, so I throw it on the floor. Saturday, 4:30. I like the Saturday games during the Christmas holidays. We got the Bills at Denver. Won with the Bills last week. This is one of those, tough games for Baltimore. It's a trap game. Buffalo could be a trap game after the big win over Pittsburgh. Denver keeps hanging in there. So I'm going to take Denver, and I like Buffalo, but I'm going to take Denver +7. So I should just throw them up, right? Saturday, 8 o'clock, Carolina at Green Bay. Green Bay didn't cover against Detroit last week, but Green Bay's got a good rhythm going right now. Carolina, McCaffrey's not playing again. I don't have a lot of faith in this. I'm going to go with Green Bay. It's a FanDuel, by the way. I'm going to take Green Bay -8.5. Sunday. We got the Chiefs at Minnesota. Minnesota lost last week to the Buccaneers. They had their chances, but they just couldn't do anything. You'd think the Cook kid could have ran on Tampa. It didn't happen, but they will run on Chicago. Don't let Trubisky trick you. Chicago needs help. I'm taking Minnesota -3.5 at Minnesota. Sunday, Detroit at Tennessee. I like Detroit. Detroit has been good to me all year. Tennessee's been good to me all year. Detroit has vexed me all year. But I'm going to go in for another vexing this week, because I think Tennessee is also in a trap situation here. I'm going to take Detroit -10.5. Man, messing up here. I'm taking Detroit plus 10.5. Different set must be throwing me off. Sunday, 1 o'clock, you got Houston at Indianapolis. Indy's in great shape this year. Phillip Rivers is actually winning games at the end, but I think Houston keeps this tight, and they're getting 7, so I'm going to take Houston +7. FanDuel, Jacksonville at Baltimore. Jacksonville is awful. They're going back to their original starting quarterback. That's not going to change anything. Baltimore, they got to keep winning if they want to have a chance. It's a big spot. It's Baltimore -13 points. But go with Baltimore. And hopefully Lamar doesn't have to go to the bathroom. Another FanDuel bet. New England at Miami. Miami, no matter who they start, they're going to put 21 points on, whether it's Fitz or Tuba. New England has a scoring problem. And it's just not really working out with Cam Newton unless they become a complete running team by running Cam all the time. I'm taking Miami -2.5. Sunday again, San Francisco at Dallas. I won with Dallas. I said the Red Rifle would do well in Cincinnati, and he did. But he's not going to do well with San Francisco. So I'm taking San Francisco -3. FanDuel. Seattle at Washington. Seattle beat up on my Giants. The Giants were never in that game. They shouldn't have started Danny Dimes there, but they did. Washington going to start Haskins. That's not going to work well for Washington either. I'm going with Seattle -5.5. Tampa at Atlanta. Tampa keeps playing there. They're going to make the playoffs. Atlanta is not making the playoffs. But Atlanta can score, and Atlanta, depending on what week it is, keep it tight. I'm going to go with Atlanta +6. And they're in Atlanta. Sunday, 4 o'clock. It is the New York Pitiful Jets going on their way, marching to 0-16 against the Rams. The Rams are going to crush them. Are they going to crush them 17 points worth? I think so. I'm taking the LA Rams minus 17 points. I think that is the biggest spot of the year. Sunday, 4 p.m., Philadelphia at Arizona. Everybody lost last week with New Orleans and Philadelphia. Hurts comes in. Kid doesn't pass for much. I think he passed for like 100 yards, but they won. They're not going to win this week against Arizona. Go with Arizona at home, minus 6.5. FanDuel, KC at New Orleans. If Drew was in there, I would think twice about this. But I got KC. I'm only giving up 3, and I don't have Drew Brees. So I'm going with KC at New Orleans, minus 3. That's a FanDuel. FanDuel again, Cleveland at my Giants. Cleveland at my Giants. That's why I got the red on today. Also Christmas. Cleveland really should have won that game last week, but you got to give Lamar some credit. Even after he went to the bathroom, he came out. Kind of did a Willis Reed, if you remember, when Willis ran on the court. I'm going to take Cleveland against the Giants, minus 4.5. I think Cleveland's going to be very angry. Monday night, Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's out of quarterback. I don't even know who they're starting this week. Pittsburgh's got to make a statement. They've lost the last 2 games. I don't think they're going to lose this game. I'm taking Pittsburgh, minus 12.5. Be good. Be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Don't bet over your head. Don't bet crazy money. Have a good week of football. Talk to you next week. Good night.